Dead, Mr. Peggy? Gone dead. Little Emily, she's your daughter, isn't she, Mr. Peggy? No, sir. My brother Tom was her father. Dead, Mr. Peggy? Gone dead. Have you had any children of your own, Mr. Peggy? No, master. I'm a bachelor.
Tom, tell us about your parts.
Well, I play Dan Peggotty, who's sort of honest fisherman character, and Mr. Wickfield, who is a lawyer who hires Uriah Heep, who then proceeds to undermine him and his business. So Mr. Wickfield becomes a sort of dissolute, drunken, sad character. But Peggotty, he's essentially the honest person in the show. Everything he says is what you see, is what you get, that kind of chap. And really he's the thread that runs throughout the whole piece of solidity and honesty.
So you get to play really two opposing roles.
Well, they're very different roles, yes, they're very different roles, but they both have emotional depth. You know, I think some people see Peggotty as Dan Peggotty, that is, as a bit of a sort of, you know, country bumpkin type character. But in fact, he goes through an emotional crisis as well when his niece, who he's looked after since she was a baby, runs away. So he has a lot of torment. So he goes from this jolly, happy chap to basically a man whose life has been destroyed effectively.
How challenging is that for you? Is that to play as an actor? Do you have
different
to draw
roles?
Upon?
Well, I think it's in the script. You know, you take it from the script. I mean, you use different voices, obviously, different accent helps. But it's not the first time I've played multi-roles. And I think as long as you take on a different physicality and also are honest with the character, then it's easy for the audience. I think they will accept it. It is theatre, so they can accept the chap with a red beard comes on 1 minute and he's talking like that, and then the next minute he's talking like a very posh lawyer. You see, it's very effective.
Is it not difficult though? Not to, I suppose you said you switch off from one to the other, but does it get confusing?
Oh, well, I have understudied 2 or 3 different parts at once. With Disney I did that for a while with Beauty and the Beast. And there it's a real mind melt, especially when your characters are meeting and talking to each other. You can imagine if you're trying to be one character and then you have to switch to being the other character, it's like, oh, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? It's schizophrenia time, you know.
And what's it been like working with the director?
Oh, the director is fab. He's a young director, but very talented. I think he's marvellous because he picked me for the roles. So what do you want me to say?
All good things, all
Yes.
good things. And what do you think of the theatre?
Oh, the space is marvellous. I mean, it was a theatre anyway. Essentially, it's a council chamber where great high moments of drama with Horace Cutler and Shirley Porter and Ken Livingstone. So you had all those personalities and characters in there. And I think, particularly with this period play, it gives a real period and marvellous backdrop to the production. And to be honest, I would come to see the show just to see the space and enjoy the show as well, of course. But it's a marvellous arena.
Is it a lot of fun doing period drama?
Sorry?
Is it a lot of fun?
Well, I love dressing up. I'm an actor, you know. As you can see, they've given me this magnificent costume to wear.
I was going to say, yeah, you look like the odd job man.
Well, I think it's supposed to be a fisherman's smock, you know. I'm convinced.